Good evening. I began my career in Maryville City Schools in 1985, but I guess you could say I began my career in 1968 when they opened up John Sevier. I was in the first grade class at John Sevier Elementary when it was a brand new elementary school. That was a special experience, and my great experience with this school system started at that time. I took a little time off. I took 4 years off and went to the University of Tennessee at Knoxville, and I came back after those 4 years and began my career with the Maryville City Schools at Maryville Junior High. Since that point, in about 2006, I believe, I went full-time in administration. I've been a full-time administrator. But I had the opportunity in 2010 to go back to the middle school to reconfigure it over to a junior high. In 2012, they asked me to come back to the high school in the capacity I was at. Previous to that, I've also been blessed to be involved with athletics, and what a great community feeling that is, and we're very fortunate to be part of that, very fortunate to have it in our community. I'm currently at Maryville High School, and I love it, as you might imagine. I was fortunate enough to choose the teaching profession when I was a graduate student at the University of Tennessee. I had graduated with a degree in U.S. history and was going to attend the University of Tennessee's law school. Kind of a funny story, a couple of teachers from Maryville Junior High were working on their master's program. They saw me on campus and asked me what I was doing. And they informed me that you could go down to the College of Education as a graduate and be fast-tracked and get your teaching certificate and teach within a year of student teaching. I was fascinated by that, so I went down to the College of Education. They told me, sure, this summer take a couple of classes, we'll student teach you in the fall, and you'll be ready to go out into the world, the marketplace, so to speak, that following year after you student taught. I did that, and what a great decision that was. Don't have quite the money I planned on having, so to speak, when I was going to be a lawyer. And I had always thought I'd be a lawyer from the time I was about 9 or 10 and then retire when I was 40 and be a politician, which I know you guys are laughing out there. A lot of you will say, well, you're already a politician. But I didn't, and it was a blessing to me. Oh my goodness, what a great move. And I know it may not be popular in this day and time to say this, but I think God's got a path for you, and this was mine. And I was glad that I chose what I did because it is the path that gave me blessings throughout my life. I never came today to this building one time not looking forward to being around the kids.
If you know Brett Coulter, you know that there's this constant, unwavering support of whatever you want to do. You tell him what you want to do and he tries to help you get there. He makes our school family stronger. He realizes that we all need to think about one another, we need to take care of one another, we don't need to be competing with one another, we don't have to take the credit for anything, but we have to love and take care of our school family.
I have an awesome job that I love, and if there's one thing about being a teacher and an administrator and an educator, it's the idea that you need to understand when you come into it, you are a servant. You're a servant to your community. And that's the type of commitment and love to be successful that you have to have. So if your whole career could be viewed as a clock and there was 12 hours, I've got 11 hours and 58 minutes of pure joy. It is an honor for me to be part of the Maryville City School System.
Brett was in my class in 1979, and there's 3 categories kind of that I wanted to talk about. That he has lots of energy and enthusiasm and exuberance, and he makes everyone who comes in contact with him feel like they're appreciated. He's also very compassionate and sincere and altruistic. And lastly, he has so many wonderful traits. He's such a hard worker. Like, he's helping me tonight with the National Honor Society induction. You know, he's there to help you. He doesn't say go do stuff. He pitches in and is right there beside you.
I would hope that my legacy in the community and at the school might be summed up like this. It's kind of a morbid thought to think of your tombstone, but often people think, what do you want to see on your tombstone? And I think when they put me in that old East Tennessee red clay, I would love if my tombstone said, he served his community. So my legacy that I would wish that my community would remember me for is that I gave my career and my life to making our community a better place, and I was honored with the chance to do that.
There's so many things I like about Brett Coulter and admire about Brett Coulter. It's hard to know where to start. You know, his devotion to his craft of teaching, his love for his students. You know, it's a long list. But let me just focus on two things tonight. First is, I've never known a person who loved the city of Maryville more than Brett. He loves Maryville like nobody else. And he not only would give his life to it, he has all these years that he has spent sacrificially teaching and staying up there and doing the great work that he has, being the tremendous role model that he is for our students. Nobody loves Maryville more than Brett Coulter.
Hey Brett, congratulations on your award. I'm very excited for you, very proud for you. I think Maryville High School made the right choice for this. Obviously, you and I are close friends, been for a long time. But he is the thing about Brett that kind of separates himself from everybody else is Brett makes everybody else that he knows, and even people that need him that they don't know, they're foxhole buddies for them. He takes care of everybody around him. He's one of these people you can always depend on, and that's something we all need to strive to be. And Brett, I'm proud of you for that, and I know this is a great honor. Again, I love you and your family. Your kids are like my kids. Congratulations. Enjoy this. I hope everybody's having a good time. And as always, go Rebels.
I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone that was involved in the process of this recognition. It is a great honor, as I've said before. Often in my life, I think of the old cell phone commercial where the guy is walking and there's these thousands of people behind him, and you know, the army of people that support that. Now, that's what I see in my career. I see an army of people who have supported me all my life. From my community to my family to my co-workers. There's so many great people. I can't begin to name all of them, but I am so grateful to all of you for what you've made my life and where you've put me in my life. Thank you.